Alright, what's up guys? It is another day and I'm back at it. I'm trying to get this engine cleaned up, painted, and back in the Chinook. A lot of hand gestures there. The goal here is to clean up all the oil and get this whole engine cleaned up and ready for paint. I'm gonna make it all pretty and whatnot, so yeah, this will be the first time I've ever painted an engine. I'm just gonna dive right in and see how it goes. I'm just gonna be coming in here and just knocking off all of this. Probably gonna plug up these holes first. That's always good precaution. Oh, and another thing is I'm gonna go ahead and take off the clutch and take off the flywheel just so that I can clean the back side of the engine, get all that clean too. So see you guys soon. Alright, so I got the engine here back in the yard, and I'm gonna go ahead and hit it with the pressure washer and just have at it. But before that, I am gonna hit it with this, try and get rid of that gunk with that multi-surface, you know. So yeah, I'm gonna do that right now, trying to clean up as much as I can, trying to avoid all the major ports, and yeah, just work around all that stuff. Alright guys, well the time has finally come. I'm super stoked. I literally spent all day deep cleaning and detail cleaning this whole engine. So I did a ton of pressure washing, and then I essentially just hit it with the screwdriver and compressed air for hours while I was scrubbing away at little areas, trying to wire wheel whatever I could reach, and you know, just really just trying to get in here and get all the extra oil and grime and whatnot off. So one thing I'm gonna note, you see that this front timing cover is still really dirty. I purposely left that there like that. I went through and I degreased the whole engine, and then I hit it with some compressed air. So it's ready for primer. So my plan here is to hit it with enamel engine primer, and I'm gonna be hitting the block and the head with the primer, and then I'm gonna go ahead and tape off either one to paint the block gloss black and paint the head in aluminum color. So I'm leaving the valve cover and the oil pan on and the timing cover on, and I'm just gonna overspray them. And the reason being is I'm still gonna take each three of those items off, and I'm gonna end up cleaning them off of the engine after it's painted, in between refreshing the gaskets and stuff. So I'm gonna just go ahead and leave them on there, and then when the time comes, I'll just sand off any overspray, and it'll all get primered and painted anyways. So with that being said, I got tape over all my ports here. On the intake side, there's the water port, and then on this side, so I got the exhaust side all taped up, leaving the spark plugs in, and just painting over those. I'm just gonna leave it exactly how you see it right here, and then just hit it with that primer. So like I said, leaving the valve cover and the oil pan gasket on there and just going over this whole thing with primer. Then I'll hit it with their individual colors after the primers. I'm gonna go ahead and primer this right now. Alright, well that pretty much wraps up all 3 coats. Did a nice thick one there in the last coat, and yeah, at this point I'm just gonna let it dry for like an hour or so until I take off all the tape, and then it's got to cure for a while before it's really deemed totally ready to go. But anyways, yeah, so I'm just gonna let it sit for a bit, and then I'll come back in like an hour and take off the tape and all the newspaper. Alright guys, so I'm about to start working on the 20R here again, but I'm super stoked because the gaskets came in. I bought this whole kit. It's a head gasket kit that just comes with everything for like 50 bucks on eBay. So I mean, hopefully everything matches up. I've heard that some of the kits don't match up correctly, and you have to mix and match between different brands of gaskets and gasket kits. So we'll see how it goes. I'm happy that came in. I still have to finish some things here before we can start putting it back together. So I'm gonna go ahead and take off the valve cover now. It's been probably about 3 to 4 hours since I did the block. Anyways, I'm gonna take off the valve cover and clean it up, paint it, just like everything else. It's gonna be the same process of sanding it down, cleaning it up, degreasing it, priming it, and then painting it. Yeah, I'm gonna go forth and do that. And then also shortly I'm gonna attack that timing cover, and then last I'll do the oil pan. So I just got off the oil pan and the timing cover. Timing cover, man, I always forget there's that one bolt right there in the top. So, you know, I was prying on that for a bit too before I remembered. But Yeah, I'm really stoked that both of the timing guides are not broken. I was worried I'd have to do a whole timing chain, and you know, seems like it's all in check. So yeah, I just want to show you guys what the internals look like here. You can see what it all looks like. It's all looking pretty good so far. I got new gaskets and stuff, so stoked for that. But yeah, I'm gonna go forth and get this stuff cleaned up, and then I can finally move forth with putting it back on, and that starts the refresh. So yeah, I'm gonna get to it. All right, so I just finished cleaning up these pieces, and now I'm just gonna hit them with the primer.